my. Call me a king, you can buy me a crown. Oh my. I'm leveled up, and this is my world now. This is my world now. So anyone who tried to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now. New look, got the ladies shook. New watch saying it's my time. These magazines wanna feature me, cause they know I'm on the rise. Get the attention, I'm on a mission. Cause ever since I flipped that switch, my power can't be denied. Oh my, oh my. Call me a king, you can buy me a crown. Oh my, oh my. I'm leveled up, and this is my world now. This is my world now. So anyone who tried to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now. Get the attention, I'm on a mission. I'm there with a vision. I got a passion, making it happen. I'm ready for action. And this is my world now. All eyes on the way I vibe when I walk into the room. Wind blows underneath the soles of my brand new pair of shoes. I got the attention, I'm on a mission. No sweat in the way I step, I got a fresh new attitude. Oh my, oh my. Call me a king, you can buy me a crown. Oh my. I'm leveled up, and this is my world now. This is my world now. So anyone who tried to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now. New look, got the ladies shook. New watch saying it's my time. These magazines wanna feature me, cause they know I'm on the rise. Get the attention, I'm on a mission. Cause ever since I flipped that switch, my power can't be denied. Oh my, oh my.
You are on the right path. You are on the right journey. The journey of self-discovery, the journey of self-love, the journey of self-empowerment. Stay on this journey. Let's do it. Welcome to another live on Manssuperpower. No November. We gotta keep talking about it. We gotta keep encouraging guys. So on Facebook, I belong to a number of NoFap, Semen Retention type of groups, right? And the posts lately, especially today, have been, y'all gonna hate me, I relapsed. Y'all not gonna like this, I relapsed. Oh shit, I fucked up, I relapsed. Oh, I almost relapsed. Oh, that's been the story basically in almost every group that I belong to on Facebook. And I've got some comments also on my videos that say it's time for another No Nut November video. It's time to come on here and talk to you guys. Because the way that I see it, you relapse, man, get back and keep going. We still have another 24 days, man. We still have most of the month left. We gotta keep. So it don't matter. Encouraging if you relapse on Facebook. I belong to get back up and let's keep going. And so here I am for another live, for another video on NoFap, Semen Retention, Sex Energy Transmutation, and No Nut November. Today is the 6th. I'm on EST time, Eastern Standard Time. So this is the 6th day of November. If you are on, I think, Central Time, you're probably going to be on 7th day or whatever some other time in the world. If you are on CAT, you may be on, it may be the 7th day for you of November. For me, it's still the 6th day and we are still going strong. I just left the gym and I had a wonderful workout. Of course, I'm on day 7 for the challenge, but I have been doing it. So I've been retaining. But I'm excited for the challenge. I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited to recruit new guys who are going to join the movement, because although it's a challenge, and although that it will stop on the, how many days does November carry? 31st, 31 days. Although it may stop at the end by December 1st, but this might be the opportunity for a guy to test the waters, you know? This might be the opportunity for a guy to experience what this wonderful, magical, oh God, no words can describe experience of semen retention, of NoFap, where we do not stroke our cock. We even when we do have sex with a woman, we hold that bad boy back. Dude, I've come a long way because I used to look forward to that nut. I used to call a woman to what's the term? I don't remember. Basically, to help me to jerk off on the phone. You know, she would tell me stuff and moan on the phone, and here I was, wherever I was. Oh gosh, such a miserable experience, such a self-hating experience. But here we are on a way different experience, and I want to encourage you guys. I want to be here with you because it's No Nut November. I remember where I've been. I remember what I've been through. Tribute drip. I didn't see you. There you go. You must have been very early, huh? Oh, hold on. There we go. Yes, you are indeed very early. So, how you doing on the challenge? Any relapse? Tell me. How are you holding? Now, I've talked to a few guys. I've texted with a few guys, and they're still holding up. You know, they're still doing their thing. Guys we are all on different experience. We are on our own journey. And so the journey is different for different individuals. But here I am for another No Nut November live. I'm waiting. Hopefully I get some more guys. I know there is election going on out there. But I guess that shouldn't matter. It's Friday night. Guess what? I have a date. Yeah, someone proposed a date for 9 o'clock, and I said I gotta go live. I said I have to go live. I have to go to the gym. Then I have to go live. I have to talk to my guys about No Nut November. I have to do something, and when I'm done, if there is time left, then I can get with you. Hey, she just said, keep me updated. Hey, that's the power of a man tapping into his purpose. That's the power of a man operating in his purpose. Archangel Dave, yeah, what's up? What's going on, my brother? What how are you doing on No Nut November? This is day 6 now. Many millions of guys have relapsed, but also millions of guys have are still on the journey. So, Archangel, are you on No Fap November? No Nut November. And if not, let's do it. Let's take a pledge. You can start at any given day. You can begin at any given moment. Let's do it. And so, hold on, do something right here. There we go. Are you on No Nut November? What'd you say? Striving on this. Did this before November. It's a lifestyle. All right, cool. You're one of us. Yeah, there we go. You are one of us. It's a lifestyle, baby. It's a lifestyle, not a challenge. Normally, I don't promote challenges. I talk about lifestyle, whether it's dieting, fitness, productivity, mindset, whatever. I actually do promote only lifestyle change, lifestyle shift. But what I do understand also is it might take a challenge for someone to taste the benefits of a lifestyle. You understand? That's what I said on my last No Nut November live. It might take, and of course, in many cases, it will. For some guys, that's what it would take. It would take a 7-day challenge. It would take a 90-day challenge. It would take a 30-day challenge to help them to experience the benefits and for them to make that mental switch to begin to lean towards a lifestyle. So that's why last year I promoted No Nut November, and here I am this year again. I'm like, hey, yes, if we can get you to experience that on the challenge, then you may realize that, dang, I don't want these benefits to be temporary. I want these benefits to be everlasting. I want to do my best, to the best of my knowledge, to the best of my abilities. I want to continue to do what I can to continue receiving these benefits. And so then we'll promote the challenge for those incredulous individuals, non-believers. Yes, Archangel. It's my first time on this channel. Glad to be subscribed. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's good to have you. I've been told, and I want to believe that, you know, I've been here since last year. It's going for 15 months right now, it's been successful in the sense that, look, man, if 100 people watch my video, dang, that's 100 individuals who watch the video. But most importantly, what's been a key measurement in the success is how many guys I've gotten to coach since started, is how many good feedback I've gotten, is how many good contacts I've made because of the quality of the content and because of how I come across. Usually people say, well, it seems like you're passionate about this. It seems like you want to do this. Yeah, man, because I thought porn was going to kill me. I thought I was never going to amount to anything. That's what I believed. At one point in time, I did believe that porn is going to kill me. And I agreed with that thought, and I made peace with it. I said, I believe that porn is going to kill me. Like, one day I might jerk off blood or something, because I've had a few times of jerking off blank, of shooting blank. So I never thought I would ever amount to anything. I would ever be able to produce anything or create anything. I mean, that's how sad my experience was. I thought I was never going to find a way to escape porn. Well, 5 years later, it's a different story. And so I want to share the insights, ideas, and encouragement with my brothers around the world who are suffering with this malicious, nefarious, heartbreaking addiction. So it's good to have you here, my brother. Come back for more of the same. Who else is in the house? I know my internet has been bugging, so I'm hoping that the quality is not too low on your end, that both video and audio are coming through the way they're supposed to. Any of my usual guys here? Well, we have Archangel, Dave, and so Archangel, I do have a number. Browse my channel, man. Browse the channel. There is a lot of good information there. I like to keep it real. Yeah. So browse the channel and see what's there. Now, Trip it drip, damn, shouldn't blink is what bothers me. Ah, yes, it's gonna get you. Yeah. I had a few of those. I mean, several times. Several times. But the hope is you can come from that to when you do get to bust a nut, to literally bust a gallon. Yes, sir. So I had a girlfriend, leading up to my recovery. I think we were together for 5 years or something like that. So I met her when I was in that thing deep. And then I began to recover while I was still with her, all the way to when I began to practice semen retention, right? Listen carefully. If it's only 2 of you here, where only 2 of you are meant to listen to this, right? So I came from not having a strong erection, having PE, premature ejaculation. And when I did ejaculate, I'm talking about having sex with her. When I did ejaculate, there was nothing, right? I'm talking about that experience to when I stopped porn and I began to practice semen retention. I was still in a relationship with her, and I was still learning how to do this thing. So, but when I did get, one day we had sex, she went home, and the next day she called me and she said, and mind you, that was like 3 years later in the relationship. She said to me, God is my witness. She said, babe, I have never felt you like last night before. For the past 3 years we've been together, I've never felt you the way that I felt you inside of me last night. You know what happened that time? That was my first 40-day of semen retention. That was my first semen retention, long period. That was my first 40 days of semen retention. My dick got so hard and so strong and so much semen was inside. I mean, I myself don't think that I had ever had sex as powerfully before semen retention. When she called me to tell me that she had never felt me inside of her that strongly before, because before that it was just a limp dick, just, trying to stroke here and there and couldn't even get hard, oh my God. Oh my God, I used to feel so bad after sex because I would come so quickly. She would lay down there and she would put her hand over her forehead and she would be rubbing her thighs together. You could tell that she wants more. You could tell that she's not satisfied. And of course, if I ever said, "You all right, baby?" she'd say, "Oh yeah, I'm cool, I'm cool." I would try to address the issue, be like, because I wasn't afraid of it. Like, yeah, I know I have a problem. She said, no, 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 no. Because she thought that was too sensitive to talk about. She didn't want to talk about it because she didn't want to make me feel bad. But when I changed, she did give me good feedback though. And she said, "Oh my God, these days when you ejaculate a bucket." So we came from basically having sex, nothing, shooting blank, to she had to make sure that we had at least one towel on the bed, like at least one good towel on the bed, because yes, it was that much. So, and it's still that experience, right? This powerful experience. So this is the hope of NoFap. This is the hope of semen retention. This is the hope of this journey, which is the right journey that you're on. You are on the right path. You are on the right journey. The journey of self-discovery, the journey of self-love, the journey of self-empowerment. Stay on this journey. It is the right journey. Stay on this journey, the journey of self-love, the journey of self-empowerment. Stay on this journey. It's not a small matter. A man's sexuality is not a small matter. NoFap and semen retention are not small matters. They're not things that you can do once in a while. It's not things that you can give attention to once in a while. They require a commitment. So I was watching a couple of my old videos, and I had a video that I forgot that I made that talks about you must renew your commitment daily. Yes, you must renew your commitment daily. We must renew our vow to this journey daily. I realized on my journey, in the early part of my journey, that I would just slip into some other thoughts and forget that I was doing NoFap, or forget that I was on semen retention. And of course, that's when I would hit a wall. That's when I would fall into a pit. That's when something would happen. And then I came to the realization that, oh no, this is not a challenge. This is not something that I do sporadically. This is not something that I do in my spare time. This is not something that I should be doing. This is not something to outsource. It's not something to automate. This is something for me to work on actively every single day. Yes. And so I did. And ever since, it's been working. And that's what I preach, and that's what I share. Damn, I'm like, why it's so why it's so hard. The morning and nights be where the battle lies. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed, indeed. I think I saw another comment from Archangel. Um, yes, most most relapses, and the primary time guys watch porn is at night. Of course, I mean at night. You're relaxed, you're tired, you've already expended a lot of your willpower. Your body is looking forward to chill, relax, and do something that's going to make it feel so good before going to bed or before going to sleep. Especially if you hate your job the next day. And you have to know that too, especially if you're not looking forward to a good work day the next day. Especially if you're not looking forward to being at home wherever you are with your family, roommate, whatever. Especially if you're not looking forward to a creative life or something beautiful, something exciting, your mind is automatically going to want to go to porn so that you get a pseudo good feeling, because it's really not, it really doesn't help you. It's not a high, it's not a good high, it's a pseudo high. But yeah, the nighttime are the crazy time. Building your masculine energy up on semen retention. Out of all these girls I was with, said I lasted longer and I was the best. And she didn't lie, those girls didn't lie. Uh, yeah, yeah, it was quite an experience. It was quite, and it still is. I mean, I'm saying it was because now I don't have a resident girlfriend. I don't have an exclusive girlfriend. Um, but it's still a great experience. It's like, damn, homie, like, damn, poppy, whoa, whoa. That's that's the experience. Like, well, I didn't expect that. I mean, that's how. Trippy drip. Hold on. Let me just blow this up. How about that? There we go. There we go. There we go. This is much better. I can see everything. Yeah. No way, Philly cheese, you have? Well, look, man, it's the journey. It's the journey. Um, yeah, I know you lost the energy, but hey, you're still on the journey. You understand? You're still on the journey. Listen to this. You are on the right path. You are on the right journey. The journey of self discovery. Yes. The journey of self love. Yes. The journey of self empowerment. Yes. Stay on this journey. You're still on the right journey, man. You're still on the right path. I want you to understand, to know Philly cheese. I used to love Philly cheesecake. Here's what I want you to know, man. Oh yeah, you can get like that, man. You can get like that. For me, it was a dream. It was a dream. It was a fantasy to be as sexually effective and robust as I am today, as I have been. Of course, the more I stay on the journey, and now my workouts are crazy, which means testosterone levels have been shooting to the roof, right? And I'm more excited and I'm happier. I eat better. I take my multivitamins, and it's getting better without feeling the pressure, though, right? You definitely can get like that. It's gonna take some time, but it's definitely possible. It used to be a fantasy for me. I used to think something was wrong with me. I used to think, I don't think that I used to think, I don't think that I'm built to be sexually powerful. I don't think that I have it in me. And this is how porn fuck you up. This is how porn fucks you up and messes with your mind. I really began to think that I was not first class human being or first class man. I thought I was a second rate type of man. I began to think like that. Now, I don't want to say that I did believe it at some point, but there was a little fight in me as to whether I should accept that or not. But I think I began to lose self-esteem and self-belief. I began to question, there you go, my masculinity. I began to question my body type. I began to question my, like, was I supposed to be, can I really work out and develop my body? Do I have the libido, the life force? Look at these guys over there. But of course, it was because I was jerking off. I didn't have life force in me. I didn't have testosterone in me. I didn't have the energy in me. That's why. Yeah. And so porn, the experiences associated with porn, and I said, well, the experiences associated with porn, you would not normally think that those are the result of porn. And that's the tricky part. When you're on porn, if you're stressed out, if you're anxious, if things are not going well for you, if you get angry, in the beginning stage, you don't associate those things with porn. In fact, you're thinking, well, I need to go and bust a nut so I can feel better. I remember the day when I read some information that you think porn is your friend, and therefore you run to porn when you have problems. But those problems you have are created by porn, and then you run back to porn. So that creates a vicious circle. Porn is responsible for your issues. The issues didn't come from the world at large. And then porn is your friend. Just like I have a book here called False Intimacy. And that's what porn does. Porn gives you a false sense of intimacy. Yes. You think when you lay down there, false intimacy. Understanding the struggle of sexual addiction. If you guys want, go get it. By Dr. Harry Schmoberg. Schauberg. False intimacy. Understanding the struggle of sexual addiction. And so, looking forward to laying down, locking your door, shutting down the light, have a little snack next to you, little drink in your computer, it felt like you went into your man cave and you were being intimate. Yeah, that's what's supposed to happen with a partner. Well, for our purpose here, with a woman. It felt like, for me, and same thing for some of you who are still on, it feels like it's an intimacy. You're being intimate. This is your quiet time. But no, it's a false intimacy. It's not true. The only time I relapse is with a girl. The only time I relapse is with a girl. I don't consider it a relapse, but I also limit how much I have sex. Yes, sir. And whole the purpose of semen retention is to build and create. I like that. This is the right mindset. This is the right perspective. No. And the journey is dynamic. That means every single person has their own journey. This is your journey. And that's why I teach guys. That's what I teach my clients. Do not try to have the same experience as a guy on YouTube. Have your own experience. Have your own journey. You're married. Hey, you're going to have to bust a nut every once in a while because you owe that woman sexual satisfaction as much as she owes that to you. Because when a woman doesn't give a man sex, we make an issue out of it. We have a problem with it. Well, it's the same thing too if you're married, if you're in a relationship. So I keep a well-rounded philosophy around this work. And some guys, hey, it's their thing to withhold for 500, 600, 700 days and keep going. And they won't even have a girlfriend for the fear that they might have sex with her and thereby accidentally or willingly relapse, or she might ask for it. And to each, his own. That's them, and that's their experience. Just like when it comes to meditation and working out and a lot of other things, dieting, I like to say, take all the information and find an eclectic point, a point where that's what works for you out of all these systems that are out there. And then take that, what works for you, and bang that shit to submission. Repeat it every single day. So I agree with you, man. If you have a girl, you want to have sex, and when you do ejaculate with her, you don't consider it a relapse because you didn't watch porn and you're not watching porn. And I had a moment like that because when I began my recovery journey, I had a girlfriend. So I had to do those things. And when I broke up with her and moved on, and I didn't have a girlfriend, and now I just basically every once in a while, whenever I get to knock somebody, then I just don't ejaculate, period. Because these women are not resident with me. They're not exclusive. So it's your own journey. Let's do what works for us. It's so much better. You can only hold so much. This is why we have wet dreams, because our body wants to release what we don't need, the excess. And this is the same thing that happens when guys, which I answered a couple of questions today on Facebook groups, guys who leaks when passing stool. And it's the same thing. Not only it's the abdominal pressure and contraction that pushes the pressure on the pelvic floor area, but also it's because you have an overflow amount of semen. You've been holding semen, so no foul, no problem. You have a wet dream, you can't control it, no foul, no problem. You have an excess. I guarantee you, when I was shooting blank, I would never have a wet dream because there's no stimulation in the system. My subconscious mind was not trying to release anything. And so, yes. And then this is why I said to you earlier, I'm very real on this channel. And you're going to find one or more videos that say, listen, man, it's impossible to keep this thing forever. You're going to have, all I advocate for is sexual discipline, whatever that discipline whatever it looks like for you. I know what it looks like for me. But what we really are emphasizing is not jerking off, not releasing your semen every single day. That's all. Keep enough so you can feel your best, so you can feel dynamic, powerful, strong. Keep enough so you can feel alive, so you can feel excited, determined, motivated. Keep enough so you can have that so you can have that feeling, that energy, so people can see life in you. That's all we talk. That's all I advocate, because that's what's really possible. That's what's really authentic. That's in the middle. Human beings struggle maintaining balance. The majority of guys want to polarize on one end. The majority of guys want to go to the extreme side of the experience. Well, I said in more than one video, if you want to polarize on an extreme, like you want to hold this thing forever, and that's what's going to happen. One day you're going to relapse, and it's going to be a binge relapse. You're going to let all of it out because you didn't have a sexual discipline, because discipline is not a mindless act where you're just holding. If you're just holding without doing anything else, it's mindless. One day you will relapse, and it will be a binge relapse. It will be catastrophic. Versus a discipline where I hold for 4, 5, 6 months, and then I do something, I let go of some of it, and I continue again for another 6, 7, 8 months. And then again. It's the discipline. And within those months, I'm busy working, I'm busy building, I'm busy creating, I'm busy making my life better. So that's what I advocate for. That's what I believe is possible. Do you guys ever notice how much sex is being promoted? Yeah. The power we have is powerful. It allows us to see and find our true purpose spiritually, mentally, and physically. Yeah. I mean, I think most of what is promoted out there is sex. Even objects that have nothing to do with sex directly are promoted through sex, through a beautiful woman, half-naked woman, a model, a sexually appealing guy with 6 packs full of oiled up. That's what they do. They promote cars, watches, clothes, houses. I mean, it's everywhere. And now with that culture, this thing is crazy. With these girls, with these new videos and these new groups with Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, City Girls, and whoever other ratchet new female singers that just surfaced the market for the past 7, 8 years. Nicki Minaj, those women are ratchet. They have taken sex culture or tat culture to a whole new level. Man, young girls. All right. Yeah, let's not venture too far into this, David. Yeah, but this is tat culture. Yeah, you can't be on social media without seeing that. There's no social media where you can be where you're gonna have a sex-free experience. Nah, it doesn't matter who you follow. Just like last night I was on Facebook and somebody I had to post, one of my friends had to post that says, post a picture that's going to make me feel good or that's going to please me. And of course I clicked on that to see the pictures that other people were sending, forgetting what kind of world that I'm living in. Man, this one guy posted a picture of MILF. You know, it just reminded me of what's out there. It didn't tempt me or anything like that, because I knew, I was like, okay, I see. And then what did I do with that friend? Unfriend. Yeah. So sex is everywhere. Absolutely. We know that. Well, I do have, it's almost 10 o'clock. I do want to go chill out with this girl. Before midnight. going on, fellas? I wanted to read something with you guys. I usually, not usually, every once in a while, I read on this channel. I pick one of my best ebooks and read a chapter or a section, something to help you, to help encourage you, to help you realize, okay, I got some of my knowledge somewhere. Some things helped me. So hey, give me one quick second, guys. I got to take this call. You are on the right path. You are on the right journey. The journey of self-discovery, the journey of self-love, the journey of self-empowerment.
All eyes on the way I vibe when I walk into the room. Wind blows underneath the soles of my brand new pair of shoes. I got the attention, I'm on a mission. No sweat in the way I step, I got a fresh new attitude. Oh my, 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 oh my, my, my. Call me a king, can you buy me a crown? Oh my, 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 oh my, my, my. I'm leveled up, and this is my world now. This is my world now. So anyone who try to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now. New look, got the ladies shook. New watch saying it's my time. These magazines wanna feature me, cause they know I'm on the rise. Get the attention, I'm on a mission. Cause ever since I flipped that switch, my power can't be denied. Oh my, 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 oh my, my, my. Call me a king, you can buy me a crown. Oh my, 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 oh my, my, my. I'm leveled up, and this is my world now. This is my world now. So anyone who try to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now.
Welcome back, my brother. Yeah. I had to take call from this interesting person. She's very interesting. Yeah. So I'm still taking pledges for the remainder of the month. If you haven't relapsed for the up to now, and you haven't gotten on No Nut November, let's get on. I'm still taking pledges. 10 days streak. I'm going into 2021 with a bang, baby. Time seems to go by slower while on retention. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. That make it seem like time is going by slower. You know what it is? You don't have that dopamine, fake dopamine excitement that you used to have on porn. Because you're calmer now, you're more focused, you're more aware of your time, you're more present, you're more here right now. It gives you the sense that time has slowed down. Remember, on porn, not only that you're constantly looking forward to the next excitement, it kind of makes it feel like time is going by fast, right? You're in that jittery state. You're in that feeling of anxiety, that constantly elevated type of energy, which is very bad, very all over the place, very unfocused. That's what used to make it feel like time is going by faster. Yes, it will feel like time is not going anywhere, because when you have done some work for the day and you look at your watch, you're like, man, it's still early. Yes, get some more work done, get more productive, because it's still early. The night is still young. I don't go to sleep till 5, 6 in the morning, and I don't sleep more than 5 hours, more than 6 hours. But I can go out, I can get by on as little as 4 hours. And so, yep, that's what it is. Do cold shower help? Man. To be honest with you, I don't think that I would have recovered as quickly, as effectively as I did without cold showers. No man on no fap who has gotten good results is going to not have something good to say about cold showers. The reason is cold showers wake you up. A cold shower wakes up. It knocks your spirit up. You have to wake up. You have to feel present. You have to feel like you're right here, right now. And it impacts your blood flow, and that because it ramps up your heart rate. And that impacts your blood flow, because if your heart is going faster, then your blood is circulating faster. And all of a sudden, you're feeling like you're in the shower. Yes. And then you wake the fuck up. In that state of heightened awareness, when your mind tempts you to watch porn, you can hear it and you can deny that voice for that moment. And this is why cold shower is effective. That's why it's effective. Because, and then, do you know, an addiction requires unconsciousness to thrive. Addiction requires you to be half asleep. That means when you get tempted, you don't realize it. When your thought says, when you see a bad girl on the street, right? And your thought says, or it's not a word, but it's a picture. And you kind of see a picture of an online video. That's the suggestion to jerk off later. But you didn't catch that picture. You didn't catch that millisecond of a picture because you were half asleep. You were some sort of in an unconscious state. And that's why cold showers, multivitamins, working out, all of those things make you more aware. They make you more awake. And therefore, when a picture about porn crosses your mind, you get to catch it. You get to be like, whoa. What was that? What was that? I heard something in my mind. Oh, no. Okay, I know what I heard. It said, I'm going to have a blast tonight. I'm sure you have heard a combination of those kind of words in your mind. Can't wait to go home. Fuck this shit. I'm going to have a blast tonight. Oh, I'm gonna fuck this thing tonight. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm so stressed. I can't wait to go home to chill the fuck up. I mean, but you were unconscious. You didn't realize it. So a cold shower helps you to be more present, and then you can realize when the thought comes, when the images come, and then you can catch them. And then at that point, you're gonna have to use self-love to say, I did hear the words. I did see a picture in my mind's eyes. I'm not going to ignore them. I'm going to love myself to say, I heard you, I see you, but I'm saying no. Yeah, so it puts you in control. Does semen retention help with getting more muscle mass? Yeah, we have to believe that. Of course it does. Yes, because semen retention raises your testosterone levels, and with high testosterone levels, your muscles develop more. On PMO, your time in the gym is being wasted if you want to build muscle mass. Now, your time in the gym is probably gonna help you because your heart is circulating, your blood, your heart is beating in faster, and your blood flow increases. But that's not gonna particularly help your testosterone levels. But with the higher levels of semen in your body, the testosterone levels go up, and that's why your voice changes. Your voice gets deeper. You feel stronger, and that contributes straight to your muscles. Of course. Being lean requires a high level of testosterone. So yeah. And then every time I'm asked a question, after I answer the question, I always say this. Man, my answer is these answers are only supplementary. Go and have the experience. Yes, sir. Go and have the experience. Find ways to keep as much semen as possible over months, and then work out. Build muscles. Yes, go carry out your own experiments, your own experience, because it doesn't matter what we tell you. It's just going to be inspiration until you actually put the work in. It's just going to be that, inspiration. Don't live off inspiration. Take the inspiration and take action. I like to say inspiration is motivation for action. And so I like to say, if you're not taking action on the inspiration, you just wasted the inspiration. Because inspiration is not something where, now that I know, and I stay there. No. It's like, okay. So now that I know, I understand, let me go put the work in. So inspiration is motivation for action. So go take action. Are you saying that you're about to get a cold shower now? Yeah, you're gonna love it. Well, we have a few guidelines for guys who've never taken a cold shower. You can just begin with lukewarm water or hot water. Take a shower with lukewarm water, and then turn that bad boy all the way cold for 15, 20, or 30 seconds, however long you can last. I mean, I've lasted 1 minute under the crazy part, like the highest cold level. That's a lot. And usually I would just turn my back to it and let it fall on my back, because the back part, when the water hits the back part, that's when you really get that And then, man, by the time you're done, you're so present that if you take a cold shower at night, you might not even be able to fall asleep. And so, you might want to follow that little guideline. Don't just turn the water cold and then get into the shower and then soap with cold water. No. You have to work your way in. America, assuming that you're in America, America is a hot water country. Okay. So begin your shower normally, not too hot, but lukewarm, soap, lukewarm, and all that. Basically, take your regular shower in lukewarm water. Like, take the shower. You take your regular shower, and then when you're done, like you've soaped up a couple of times, whatever you do, wash your hair if you have, you're not, I can't do that now, but whatever you do, like you're done showering in lukewarm water, right? Now it's time for the cold shower. Now it's time for you to turn that bad boy all the way up and rush underneath it. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15, 20, 30. Hey, guys have gone all the way to 2.5 minutes. I've heard it. But yeah, and you have to build into it, and you have to do it with self-love too. Don't try to kill yourself. Don't try to go to the extreme with it. And that's what society is not good at. Balance. Find your balance. Find your midpoint. If you're just starting out, more than one every time you take a shower. If you're just starting out, every time you take a shower, it'll be a good time to do a cold shower. Remember now, we're not saying for you to shower in the cold water. And I think a lot of times, guys who talk about cold shower don't explain it well. We're not saying for you to take a shower in cold water, like your regular shower. Do your regular shower in lukewarm water, soap, clean, and then turn on the water to the coldest, to the maximum part of the cold, and then go underneath it. Because truth of the matter is, you won't be able to soap. You won't be able to do anything else except so you can't shower with the cold water. You can't clean yourself you can't do that. And I think with English is a different language, right? That's my third language. Where I've had to learn English. I've had to study English. It's different than other languages that I speak, right? In that when I say when someone says take a cold shower, you may be assuming that you're gonna do everything that you would normally do in the hot water, right? Clean, soap, and do all that. Well, you can't do that in the cold water. That's 5, 10, 15 minutes, right? You can't do that. No. You're not Huff. What's his name? Something Huff. Or Huff something. But what it really means is just the shower part, just being underneath the water. Just let the water come over you. Just be under the water for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, however long you can take. Because I guarantee you, once you turn that water all the way to cold, you won't be able to do anything but, oh, fuck, oh, this is fucking, oh. Yeah, you're going to cuss. You're going to curse. You're going to curse. You're going to scream. You're going to do that kind of stuff. So, yeah. It's a good idea to do that every time you take a shower. Yep. As you recover. It's a good idea to do that every time you take a shower. So yes, I recommend it every single day and every time you take a shower, boy. And so if you have relapsed, time to get back on it. You know, we still have 24 days to go. So don't worry about it if you relapse. If you haven't relapsed, congrats to you. You're still on the right journey.
You are on the right path. You are on the right journey.
Stay on
The
this journey,
of
man.
Self-discovery.
So
The journey of self-love. The
You're
journey
still-
of self-empowerment. Stay on this journey.
stay on this journey, whether you have relapsed or not. So on No Nut November, look, man, you're gonna have to make it work for you. Some guys, I saw a couple of posts on Facebook, and this one post talked about, this one guy said, if you had sex with a woman, you're out. What? Why would he be out if he just had sex with a woman and didn't ejaculate? He's out. And you ain't got 3 strikes on this. You only have one option, is you stay on the journey for 30 days. You just hold your semen for 30 days. If you relapse, man, we need compassion. Now, not that you should relapse because we need compassion. I know there's a fine line between self-love and self-deception. There's a fine line, because I know individuals, and I've had to awaken to that fact. I've had to work with my ego in my self-development journey to know the difference between when I'm bullshitting myself and when I'm genuinely weak and genuinely can't do something, right? And sometimes we can fall, but it wasn't genuine. We could have pushed through. We could have held back. We could have kept going. But because our ego is so entangled in self-deception, it's like we say, oh fuck, this hard, you know, I'm just gonna bust a nut. It's not my fault anyway. This shit is hard. Right, it's hard. But in that moment when you busted the nut, you did not even put in work. You did not even resist 50% of your resistance capacity. You didn't even use 50% of your willpower or of your capacity to resist. You didn't even leave the house. You didn't even take a cold shower. You didn't even call a friend. You didn't even go to the gym. You didn't even go do some other work. You didn't even do anything. You just lay in bed with the urges, jerks off, and then now you're saying, oh, it's hard for everybody. You know, it was really hard. I couldn't fall asleep, and so I jerked off. I mean, it's true that it's hard, but let's talk about you in that particular moment. How hard was it for you? Did you exhaust all your options in resisting? You know what I've done, my friend? You know what I've had to do? I've had to leave my house and spend the whole night on the road, driving, staying in businesses' parking lots, you know, that like Walmart was a big one. Going inside of Walmart, just keep walking around and going in my car and stay in the parking lot until the break of dawn. Until dawn in the morning, because my laptop was home and I lived by myself, and I knew for that particular day, and it was more than one day, but I knew for that particular day, if I only opened my door and went inside, I would have lost the battle. I knew I would lose the battle. And so for that one day, I declared war. I said, this is war, baby. We're going to war. I'm not going home tonight. I'm not going home for the night. You have to understand, that was using the full capacity of my resistance and willpower. You understand? That was using everything that I knew. And I remember this one famous night, I took a cold shower for a long, like I stayed under the water for a very long time. It could have been two or 3 minutes. It still wasn't enough. And I left the house and I drove to another city and stayed in that city for the whole night. I couldn't go home. I mean, I could, but I knew going home meant me losing the battle for that night. Because resisting on that specific day, like Jacko, right? Like Jacko like says, the day that you don't feel like it, the day that the temptation is strongest, is the day that you have to press the most. Because if you give in that day, it sets a new record of your mind against you. It's a battle won against you. So there is a fine line between true battle, true something being hard, and our own self-deception. And this is what makes this journey much harder, even more harder. That self-deception, that part of you that makes you feel like, hey, it's been 40 days anyway. It's not like, I got one life to live, YOLO, so what, I just busted nut, nothing is going to happen. Those voices are going around your head. And they are voices, they're using axioms that you've heard in society. They're using ideas you've heard in society. Like one of them might be YOLO. Hey, I only live once anyhow. So, busting one nut is not going to kill me. Fuck this shit. I only have one life to live, man. I'm not going to suffer holding on to this thing and trying to go through all this pain. Fuck this shit, man. I'm going to bust this nut. That's self-deception. That's your mind seeking to get the best of you. It is true that YOLO. It is true. But it's also true that your mind just got the best of you. What about, human beings are always trying to do things hard, no FAP, semen retention, don't have, ain't nobody gonna die if you bust one nut. No, nobody's gonna die. It's just like you're just gonna remain mediocre. It's just your life is just gonna remain just the way it is, mediocre. You're just gonna remain stupid. You just won't have anything of value to give. You just won't experience joy, happiness, true fulfillment. You just won't be elevated. That's all it is. You will remain where you're at. And so I've been told by guys before, man, YOLO. Man, just quit complicating life, y'all. Quit making life so hard. Y'all want to go out there and stay several months without busting a nut for what? You were created to have sex. And now they're giving me a whole lecture on you were created to have sex. Man, every once in a while, it's healthy for you. God is going to be mad at you for not having, so there's a fine line between self-deception and truth or reality of things. And self-deception. I have a book here on that. In fact, I had several, and I've given a few to clients who needed them. It's on self-deception as it relates to addiction, because the hardest trap for you to exit will be your self-deception on this journey. It will be your self-deception. It will be when your mind tells you something and you genuinely evaluating it and evaluating your capacity to resist and then making the right decision. That's going to be the biggest trap for you to get out of. That's going to be the biggest prison for you to escape from, my friend. Your own self-deception. The voices that you hear are going to be the hardest wall to take down. It's going to be the strongest barrier holding you back on this journey. When your mind says, you're going to wake up one day on semen retention, I guarantee you it's going to happen. You will wake up one day on semen retention, and your mind is going to hear. You're going to hear in your mind. So you mean to tell me you're going to sit here hold your semen, not have sex, your balls are hurting, and you're going through all this pain for what? For what, man? And your mind is going to ask you for a reason, right? As if you're required to give a reason. For what? Man, you have one life to live, man. Everybody's living their life. You're not gonna die. Why are you doing all this? Why are you making your life yourself suffer like that? It's like, for example, the same conversation that the serpent, talking about the Holy Bible, Judeo-Christian Christianity. It's like the serpent talking to Eve. Oh, come on, man. Did God really say not to eat from this fruit? You think if you eat from it, something is going to happen to you? Come on now. Let's not kid around, man. You have one life to live. Look at you, Eve. You're so beautiful. I mean, can this hurt you? Can just eating a little fruit hurt you? Now, we know, it's not a literal fruit, but it's the reasoning. It's the reasoning capacity of your unconscious, subconscious mind, the deceiver, the thief. Your mind is the trickster. Your mind is your biggest deceiver. Your mind is the biggest liar you will ever know in your life. The biggest trickster, the biggest cheater, deceiver you will ever know in your life. I hope that you can awaken to that fact, to realize that you contain the whole world of lies and self-deception within you. And to the extent you can master that, to the extent you can capitalize on that, will be to the extent you have freedom in this life. And that freedom is going to allow you to impact people, because you'll be able to speak truth, and people will know that it's true what you're saying because you tell them your experiences, and they will know it's true because you know it. And the way you're explaining it is different than if you just read it from a book, but it's something that you actually experienced, you've gone through. And I like to tell my experience on this journey. And I don't come here and try to say something that I've read or heard from someone. And if I do quote someone, I will give them credit, because, well, I mean, we don't want to plagiarize. Of course, I think I still have that residue left over from college. You have to give credit. You have to do your bibliography. You have to do your citations, because man, my work used to be beautiful. So I'm not going to leave a citation out only for my work to get a ding, because I forgot to cite a reference or a source, or I forgot to give proper credit to whom it is due. So these bits of wisdom come from my life, friend. They come from my own life experience. I've been through it. I've been to hell and back, and it was a nice journey. It wasn't a beautiful journey, because I have something to share. I have something to give. All right. Let's. The battle is extreme. Shoot, I think extreme. I think we need to invent another word. I don't think extreme. Yeah, we need another word. Let me go back. Let me go to Archangel Dave. I messed up with a girl on day 4. Just continue, bro. Just continue, man. Just stay on the journey. Remember, you are on the right path.
You are on the right path. You are on the right journey.
Yeah, just continue the journey, man.
Self-discovery. The journey of self-love.
Yep.
The journey of self-empowerment.
Stay on the journey.
Stay on this journey.
Yes. Yeah. The journey is for you. The journey is to make you better. The journey is to build you up. The journey is a journey of self-love, self-empowerment for you. Man, you messed up once. It doesn't matter whether you've messed up 1,000 times. Get back up, continue the journey. Albeit it'll be harder than when you initially started, but get back up and continue the journey. Okay? Because it's good for you. It's the right journey. I have a question from J Boss. While practicing semen retention, have you ever felt loneliness? Sometimes this feeling just comes over me. Let me stop the music so I really want to address this. Hey, J Boss, are you still in the house? I want to take some time to address this because this is a big issue. Loneliness. Oh, the answer is no. The answer for me is no. Because I've always been on a spiritual journey. I've done a lot of consciousness work. I've done a lot of psychological work. Although I was still addicted to porn and masturbation. And then I think by way of my personality, by way of my philosophy of life, loneliness is not something that it doesn't happen to me, because I'm always busy with my own mind. I'm always busy with my own self, my own life. Now, I don't want you to confuse the desire, the longing for a woman for sex with loneliness. We say loneliness is having all needs met physically and still want to be in the arms of somebody, still want company, not necessarily sexual company, still want some form of company. That's different. And that can be pathological. Then being addicted to porn, recovering, and you are now sexually sensitive, meaning that your body wants to have sex, and now your body is pushing you to gravitate towards a woman, that may not be loneliness. You see, that actually may not be loneliness. I think it's your sexual energy expressing itself for the female. You want a female around you. And of course, you're gonna get past that the more you stay on the journey. You're going to get past that the more you stay on the journey. And that is not to be confused with loneliness. So you're just desiring to be with somebody else, desiring to be with a woman. And I want you to understand what's really happening to you is your brain is being rewired. Remember now, not watching porn and not busting a nut is a lot of excitement that's not present in your life. It's a lot of dopamine release. It's a lot of excitement that your brain is not looking forward to. So it has to make up for that. It has to make up for that. And of course, being on semen retention is also a dopamine detox. So you're withdrawing from that overflow of dopamine consumption that you used to do on porn and masturbation. And because you're withdrawing from that, and because you're saying no to porn, and of course your brain now has to direct you towards another source. Oh, wouldn't it feel good to have someone to hold right now? Wouldn't it feel good to have a woman to rub my body against? Oh my God, I just want a woman to be with me. I just want a woman around. I just want a woman, man. I just want to hold a woman's hands. I just want her to look at me and just lay next to me. That's not loneliness. That's being horny. That's your sex energy seeking to express itself. That's totally normal. And I do want you to think about it. You could be lonely. It could be a pathological and psychological thing you're experiencing, but because you're coming from an addiction, I have to say it's not loneliness. It's your sexual energy pushing itself. It's your masculine libido and life force seeking to be with the female because it knows, should you draw near to a female, should you have a female in your room, things are going to happen. It knows you're going to bust a nut. And so it makes you crave the presence of the feminine. But that might not be loneliness, which means it will pass. The more you stay, the longer you stay on the journey, it will pass. Now, have I ever experienced that? Yes. And that's why I said not loneliness, because loneliness is a different beast. It's a psychological and pathological state and issue. But when I was when I quit porn and I was recovering, I began my semen retention journey. Did I used to long for the embrace and the touch and the words of a woman? Hell yeah. But that was my sexual energy expressing itself. Remember now, I was gaining my sensitivity back. I was gaining my life force back. The lion, the masculine lion was coming back. The powerful animal, the beast was coming back. You know, the thing in you that goes, whoa, was coming back. And therefore, it wanted that female. But it wasn't loneliness. And I'm sure in your case, it's not loneliness. Now, I know I do spend a lot of time on some questions, right? Where that tells you my passion, and that tells you how I understand certain things, and that tells you that I have experienced it for real, and that also tells you how much I want the next guy to understand some concepts so that he can be on his way to true freedom on this beautiful journey that we are on. So yeah. Bam, bam, bam. Jihad Abdullah Hab. Hold on, that was you? Hey, you still here, man? Jihad Abdurrab. You've been lonely for a year. It sucks. I don't even think if that's loneliness. Okay. There is a general understanding of loneliness that actually not loneliness. Loneliness is a pathological, I don't want to say disease, but condition. And I'm sure that's not what you have. Do you know true loneliness? Even if that person would have someone with them, they'll still feel lonely. So you're not lonely. You're being human in terms of you want to connect. Your sex. I mean, you've been holding your semen. So of course that semen wants a woman to be next to you because it knows as soon as you come next to that woman, something is going to happen. Your brain knows if you come in contact with a woman, you're going to do the thing. And so it wants you to reach out for a woman. But I tell you what though, congrats to you if you haven't done so for a year. That's a lot of willpower. That's a lot of self-love. If you haven't done that for a year, for some people, it doesn't even last 30 minutes. Man, listen. Loneliness or longing for another individual is the way of the world. That's how the world operates. So, if you could go a whole year, then congrats to you. But I like to talk about intentionality. Make a plan for your life, man. Make a plan for your life. I think I've said, you might have heard me say this. You might have heard me say this. Let's use semen retention as a tool to better our lives. You see, a man who was a simp on porn, who had no self-esteem, had all kind of issues, and was failing with women on semen retention after a couple of years, that man could be having a totally different experience. He could become alpha, is self-disciplined, loves himself. He creates goals and smashes goals. And now he can create a different situation for his life. Now he can win with women. Now he can have a relationship or whatever type of interaction he wants to have with a woman. He can, because now he's empowered to do so. So make a plan for your life. Make a plan for your life. Eventually, do you want to be in a relationship which you're going in with your discipline? That means finding the woman who understands your journey, what you stand for, and who's going to support you. I mean, it's all in your hands. You have the power. Make life your life according to you. Make it good for you, for yourself. Have some non-negotiables. And when you meet a woman, when you attract a certain kind of woman, you present those non-negotiables. Be like, look, man, this is my lifestyle. I'm on semen retention. Here's what semen retention is. I want to have sex, but I want release. And here's how I'm going to do it. And you're going to have to find a woman who loves herself, loves you, respects you. Most importantly, before the love, she respects you. And she sees you as a prize. And she's also the prize. And she wants to come alongside you to create a different experience in life. Such women exist. She's out there. She's not with the city girls. She's not with Cardi B. She's not rolling with Megan Thee Stallion. I can tell you that much. But she's out there. She's in the spiritual world. She's studying metaphysics. She's practicing yoga and meditation. Yeah, she's reading. She has a YouTube channel. She blogs. She's doing something good out there. And she's preparing herself for a man like you. I guarantee you that. She's preparing herself for a man like me and for every man who's engaged in this work, but who's doing it the best way possible. That woman is getting herself ready out there. I believe this much. And so make a plan for your life, man. Remember, you ain't got to subscribe to no kind of lifestyle. It's hard, I know. But you really can create your own lifestyle. I've made some lifestyle changes that make my life beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. You can. You have the power though. And especially now you're on semen retention, which means you're present, your intelligence is keener, your intuition, your willpower is stronger. You can stay on one decision longer. You don't get emotional. So you have the power. Indeed, bro. My pleasure. Thank you for stopping by. It's my pleasure doing this. It's very dear to my heart because I believed that porn was going to kill me. I believed that I was not going to amount to anything. Like I believed, well, not believed, I began to think about the possibility that I wasn't going to fulfill anything with all my education, all my experiences, all the opportunities that are present for a man. I mean, I have all my limbs. I think I'm healthy, and I begin to think, I'm never gonna be anything in life. So I believe other men on porn are having the same thoughts, and they are being convinced by their thoughts the same way. And if I found a way, I want to share the ideas, the concepts, the practices that help me to stay on that path and that help me to conquer porn. You're right, just wanting a female companion around, but other than that, I have the most fun by myself. Yeah. Yes. I advocate a more comprehensive type of lifestyle. I advocate a well-rounded experience. I do not advocate, or I don't stand for extremism. That's the word. Where, when we polarize on one extreme of a particular whatever lifestyle, belief system, whatever it might be, I don't believe in that. I don't advocate that. So while on semen retention, while on nofap, while being red pilled, while being a rational male, I believe those things make us more able to interact with women and even when with women. And that's what gets me with some of these guys online. Some of the guys who, they know the red pill, they have taken the red pill, they have read the rational male books, they have consumed a lot of contents, they understand, they have read practical female psychology, they understand certain things about women, but they're still fighting and they're still staying away. I'm like, whoa. So then all this understanding did what to you? Because at some point you're gonna jerk off instead of fucking your pussy. It would be a much better experience if you could have a female, a beautiful, good personality, respectful, considerate, willing to be with you, be around you, female companion. Yeah. So with my red pill knowledge, female psychology and female nature knowledge, rational male knowledge, I operate better with women. I'm in a better position to win with women. I understand their nature. However they act, I just leave it just there. I don't get caught up in it emotionally no more. I don't show too much enthusiasm or any enthusiasm at all. I just acknowledge. If I meet a woman and she's, like pursuing me and head over heels for me, I just remain very stoic and following the development of the situation. And if I do see a woman I want to talk to, it's no longer that extreme excitement and I want to get to know you. I want to talk to you. And if she does give me my number, and I'm not gonna go text her right after I put the number and okay, I'm gonna save your number and I'm gonna text you. No, these days I mostly give my number out to women. If I do take a number, I just save the number right there and then. I don't even text her. I tell her, okay, yeah, I'm gonna save your number and I'll text you later. I get in touch with you later. And the last one recently, I didn't text that woman until 2 or 3 weeks later because I forgot I'd gotten her number. I just was going to my phone and saw her name. I'm like, whoa, oh, that person, yeah. And I shot her a text and she replied right away. And, we've been talking. But it's that new experience because of the knowledge, because of self-love, because of my own self-empowerment, my focus. I'm on my mission. I'm on my purpose. We operate differently with women. So now we are winning with women. And by winning here, I don't mean it in the same way those other guys mean it by where they have several women and they're having sex with several women and they have the baddest chicks around. No. It's more like if I do talk to one, it's the quality one. She respects me. Like things go mostly according to me. And I'm not destroying myself in the process. I'm still in control. She's in control. I'm not trying to overpower her. I'm not trying to put her down, and I'm not definitely put myself down. That's winning for me. Because I was losing when I used to do the other things. And I don't need to be having sex with several women. Because, I might bust a nut one of these days. Although I have developed NEO, non-ejaculatory orgasm. I have practiced that. But I don't have the time. I don't have it, and I don't want to have it to allocate to several women. Dude, that's time and energy and effort that I could put towards my dreams, towards my work. You know how much a new skill I can learn to develop. I can learn to perfect my public speaking skills, to write a book or whatever else I want to do in this life. I want to use my time to put towards those things, not to talk to women. And on this red pill world and manosphere, and I think guys who brag about having several women in their lives and they're winning like that, you're a fool. You ain't got no life purpose. You're not creating nothing. You're not accomplishing nothing. You're just stroking your ego. You're just still seeking validation. Yeah. That's what you're still doing. I think we want to become a man of purpose. We want to become a man of vision. We want to become the man who's going somewhere, the man who has a vision, right? The man who's on a mission. Listen to this song.
All eyes on the way I vibe when I walk into the room. Wind blows underneath the soles of my brand new pair of shoes. I got the attention. I'm on a mission. No sweat in the way I step. I got a fresh new attitude. Oh my, oh my. Call me a king, you can buy me a crown. Oh my. I'm leveled up, and this is my world now. This is my world now. So anyone who tried to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now. New look, got the ladies shook. New watch saying it's my time. These magazines wanna feature me, cause they know I'm on the rise. Get the attention.
I'm on a mission.
'Cause ever since I flipped that switch,
My power can't be denied. My, 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 oh my, my, my. Call me a king, buy me a crown. I'm leveled up.
and this is my world now.
This is my world now.
So anyone who try to write me off,
Take a dick and roll, write this down.
this is my world now. Pay attention.
I'm on a mission. A man with a vision. Yeah. Down. Down and on. And this is my world now. Let's become a man. Let's become men of vision. Men of passion. The man with the plan. The man who knows where he's going. That a woman will be willing to follow. A man who loves himself. A man who's authentic. Those are the things that are awaiting the man on Semen Retention. The man who has passed, I want to say, a year on Semen Retention. It's a lot of things waiting for you on the other side, brothers. It's a lot of beautiful things, especially self-love, peace, dynamism, magnetism, willpower, strength, presence, determination, persistence, stick-to-itness, thick skin, patience, respect, loyalty, faithfulness, and the list goes on. Boldness, authenticity, yeah, true expression, finesse, forgiveness, empathy, sympathy, harmony, and the list goes on. Yes, especially empathy, love for the world, consideration. That's what I promote. That's how I live. That's who I am. I guess that this path is harder and it's less fun. And so less men travel it. Less men take it. But I tell you what, the other men who don't travel this path come to us for wisdom. They come to us for ideas. They come to us for leadership. Here's a big one. They come to us for the vision. Jihad, it's good to have you again, man. You're always here. I can get any girl's number, but just can't get them to hang out when texting. We text for a day and she ghosts me. I don't think she ghosts you. If you only text for one day with a woman, she didn't ghost you. Because that's the initial interaction. There is a ramp up. There is a ramp up that happens when you first meet a woman. If you didn't get to that tip where it was the tipping point, then she didn't ghost you. Because for someone to ghost you, you must have had interactions with them. Like you meet them, you hang out with them, you do things with them, you know part of their lives, they know part of your life, and then they ghost you. Well, see, if you meet a woman on Friday and you've been texting with her, and Saturday evening she stops texting, she didn't ghost you because she was still a ghost. She was still a stranger. She was still a stranger. You were just beginning the ramp up, the acquaintance experience. You were just beginning the interaction. You were just beginning to open the door to getting to know her. She just stops. Um, and we ought to expect that 98% of women that we meet, we begin to talk with, are going to stop texting back, or we may be the ones to stop texting back. Yeah, I've been the one, especially as of late. I mean, as of late, meaning that especially since I woke up and since I began Semen Retention and this whole journey of masculine excellence, I am the one, in a lot of cases, I am the one to stop. Yeah. Because I'm in touch with myself and I evaluate my heart. I'm like, man, this kind of girl, this girl right here, okay, no. Just don't stop. Don't stop. Don't text no more. Or don't call no more. And if she stops, you're like, yeah, she stops. I'm glad she stopped. So, get in touch with your heart. Well, here is another thing too, Jihad. It might have to do with what you have going in your life. Man, I'm busy. I'm busy with my work. So even women who try to see me, I let them know I have this to do on that day. I have that to do on that day. If I do them in time and I have some time left, possibly yes. That's a different answer than in the past when I would ask the woman time and location. Fuck. That's what I used to ask a woman if she talks about going somewhere. Oh, babe, hey, David, I think we should visit Six Flags. Time and location. Day, time, and location. Oh, I think we should check this bar out. I heard this new restaurant in the next city over 30 miles away. I've been thinking of visiting it. I want you to come with me. I think we should go visit it. Day, time, and location. And I was going to rearrange my whole life to make that possible. So that's another aspect. It's just, it's another aspect of it. How available are you? How genuinely busy are you with your life? How genuinely focused are you with your own life? And when you are that focused and you know what you're doing is good and you know what you're doing brings you fulfillment and you feel good about what you do, man, you don't care about, you don't care about a chick not texting back. Well, good for me, because she was going to distract me anyway. So here's what I'm able to do these days. I'm able to carry conversations out with several women. And by that, I'm not sex conversations like can't wait to have sex. Yeah, I'd love to bang them, but I'm not pursuing them for that. You understand? It's a different experience. And it's surreal in a sense. Right? Because I have several women right now that I text with, talk with almost on a daily basis. I haven't banged them, and I want to bang them. But they're busy with their lives, and they would want me to chase. They would put me to the chase, right? They would call and text and give me a good conversation, and then the last text I text, she takes 12 hours to reply, right? But when she does reply, it's another 12 hours of ongoing texts and conversations, and we meet, like she's genuinely interested. She's just being a woman. And I don't go to the chase. I stay busy with my life. And guess what has been happening since I don't do the chase and I stay focused on my life? Those women have been inching their way closer to me little by little. they are getting closer to basically letting me hit that little by little without really much effort on my part. I don't know if you understand. You know the kind of effort that men put taking a woman on a date, um, bringing her over to your place, like a whole bunch of effort that we put towards getting with a woman. Now, because I put those efforts towards my own craft, I find that those women are edging themselves closer. They're the ones coming closer and closer for that day when I do get to knock them without me extending my resources the way that what I would have done in the past. So yeah, I guess you were saying you're right. I need to start feeling them out. And if I don't vibe with them, cut them off. Bro, these days my contact list is very small. And every once in a while I go through it and I delete numbers. And primarily it's women's numbers. It's like I don't need to talk. And I am the first, maybe 70% of the time, to stop texting, to stop talking, and stop interacting. I've met women physically again women that I've met with, had their numbers, used to interact with, and I meet with them back in public at some kind of event, and they're like, yeah, oh, well, oh, blah, 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 blah. You know what? Why don't you go ahead and text me? Why don't you go ahead and send me a DM on Instagram? But I don't remember their name on Instagram, and I no longer have their number. Right? I cannot text you. I don't have your number. I remember having this experience. I think it must have been January the 2nd. Went to a party, and I met this nurse. We used to talk, and she said, "Well, go ahead and send me a text. Hughes, so we can we'll get back in touch." And I said, "I do not have your number. I no longer have your number. I no longer have your number. Why?" Well, I have this principle where if we haven't spoken in some time, I deem that maybe it's best if I delete your number. And that's what I did. She didn't get mad. Women are not going to get mad. Yeah, they might act like they get mad, but they're going to respect us, first of all, for doing that. So, hold on, that's the wrong. There we go. One more question. Why does every woman that I talk to, to meet, think I only want to have sex with them when I really just want to vibe and chill? I love that. Where you're the one you're sending the fucking vibe. You're giving the sex vibe. You're giving the sex vibe without knowing that you do. If you've been on semen retention for that long, your sexual energy is powerful, and it comes through your aura, it comes through your gestures, it comes to the way you lick your lips and look around and talk to her. It comes in your behavior. It comes through your behavior. It comes to the questions that you ask, the way you even walk and sit down, the way you look at her. It comes through. Remember, women are primarily going to pick up where you are unconsciously. If she says it, chances are it's true. Now, you may not be doing it consciously. Consciously, you just want to hang out with a woman. but your sexual drive is powerful. Your pheromones are powerful. So they emit powerful sexual energy. And for her also, she looks at you, she sees that if she hangs out with you, she gonna lose. She gonna have to pop them legs. So that's how she feels. Because she feels your energy, she feels your presence. She sees sex all over you and she's thinking, oh gosh, oh he just wants to fuck me. Yeah, if I hang out with this girl, this guy, that's it. He's gonna fuck me. I want more than that. So I want you to have that in mind. It's in you. Now there's the usual thing about women thinking all men want sex. Like that's all men ever want is sex. There's that thing out there, but also for a man who's on semen retention, I wouldn't even think about that. I would focus more on your aura. Your aura is very sexual. Your aura sends a powerful sexual message, and your pheromones are probably very strong too. Like she smells sex on you, like you smell your scent, your natural scent that you may not be able to smell. Right? She smells sex on you. She smells activity, sexual activity on you. It's uncanny though. It's uncanny, but all of those things are unconscious. They are spiritual. And yes, women do pick them up. And that's also how a woman pick up that you're weak, have nothing going on for yourself, desperate for her, and she mistreats you and disrespects you. It's the same way. That's how she picks that up. That's how she picks it up, and she may never talk about it. And that's how a woman respects the alpha too. She picks up that he loves himself, he respects himself, he's a man of character, he's a strong man. Don't fuck with that motherfucker or he'll cut you off in a heartbeat. She picks that energy also, and she treats him according to that. And so I always ask the question, why does one woman, the same woman, cheat on Peter, but vows that she would leave Paul before she cheats on Paul? It's the same woman, different men. Whereas the man is primarily the man's unconscious energy, his vibe, the way he sees himself, the way he feels about himself, come through his aura, shows through his unconscious magnetic field, and the woman picks that up and she treats him accordingly. Yes, sir. All right, bro. I hope that I know I did. I know I did answer your questions to the best of my ability. I'm going to sign off. It's been a pleasure to come on here and spend 2 hours. This has been a dream come true, because I remember years ago when I just began my recovery journey, I used to think about being able to do something like this. I mean, it was just a thought, and now it's been reality for over a year. So that's the power of vision. That's the power of dream, willpower, no-fap, semen retention, and sex energy transmutation. Remember, you are on the right path. You are on the right journey. No matter what happens, whether you relapse, whether you feel lonely, whether you feel disconnected, no matter what happens, stay on the journey. It is the best journey that you can ever undertake. It is a lifestyle. It is your life. Stay on it.
You are on the right path.
You know?
You are on the right journey.
Yes.
The journey of self-discovery. The journey of self-love. The journey of self-empowerment. Stay on this journey.
Yes, sir. No problem. You are welcome. Until next time, my brothers, be good. And remember, no nut November. Peace out.
right path. You are on the right journey. The journey of self-discovery, the journey of self-love, the journey of self-empowerment. Stay on this journey.